pass to Lomberg as it gets to him along the right wing half boards, right wing corner. Letmansky just tried to pass it back to him, stolen away by the Blades as that one bounces off of a leg right in front of the penalty boxes and then is dumped in behind the net where Gillis will touch it up. Drops it off there, is trying to backhand it forward as it gets to diagonal for the Cougars, up through the middle of the ice in their own end as they try to get back out into the neutral zone. As they at least get it across that blue line, but it's quickly dumped right back into the left wing corner. It's on the stick of Lockinen.
One good thing that you did see from the first period was that there was no penalties. You want to be able to see them keep it up, keep the game clean, and stay disciplined.
Lockinen took a shot there that had to be directed away by the glove hand of the goalkeeper in Betty as that one comes back over to the near side. As they're passing towards the slot, Dagnall couldn't get his stick on it as his stick was in the air. Looked like it had just been lifted in time to stop him from getting a shot. Ledmansky held it in at the blue line, gave it off to Lomberg, who tries to keep that puck in deep. This is period two where you have that long change. Cougars made a couple there as onto the ice was Furter as he can't hold that one in the zone. Stolen back by Mundorf for the Blades as he takes a wrister that doesn't get all of it on there. That puck was a little bit on edge. Comes over to the near side, left wing corner. Blade still controlling as it's Mundorf as he gets checked off the puck there. Van Dyke, but turned it right back over to Mundorf. His backhander towards the slot. Missed it high over the net to the right wing corner. Blade still with control of it, but in behind, Olsen takes it back for the Cougars. Chips it off the near boards out into the neutral zone where the Cougars will try to get it back, but the Blades controlling the puck. As there a whistle as that one looks like it's going to be, see where they put the face off. I think maybe in the far dot, as that went into the bench, I believe, of the Blades. No, we'll be in the zone. So Cougar zone, right wing circle with 18-14 left to go. 2-1, they have the lead.
I do want to commend Olsen on that initial near breakaway. He was able to stay in a strong defensive position, kept his man in front of him, didn't let him get a good shot off.
As the right wing circle face off, a quick shot off of it by Anderle that goes wide into the left wing half boards. Cougars will at least dump it down towards the zone of the Blades. It goes all the way for an icing, and Stanislavski with the behind pat on the player who beat him to the puck, and Eric Holstrup.
You do like to see a little bit of safety with the new icing rules that have been intact for a couple of years now. Normal situation, Stanislavski might go down and somebody might get hurt.
Left wing circle face off. That one gets onto the stick of Palermo's. He will send it over to the left wing corner where this one will be worked up but held in nicely at the blue line. But after he put it to the ice, couldn't hold it for the Blades was Payne as this one goes back over to the far side to Kolstrup. He goes over to the near side to Payne. Payne passing it off the end boards in his own end up to Kolstrup, who tries to get it out along that far side. Gets a little bit of help in front of the Cougars bench. And now on the right wing, it's onto the stick of Anderle. Anderle sends it wide in the net towards the left wing corner of the Cougars zone. As back on that near side, two players battle along the boards for the puck. Rayback trying to dig it out for the Cougars as he has a little bit of help there with Palermo's. Palermo, nice job blocking the puck. Left circle shot. Gillis with the save with the stick. Comes right back to Doremus, who passes it to the right wing to Cody Rayback. Rayback skating in along the right side. Trying to pass it in towards the middle as still in the play is the defenseman in Doremus as he passes it in the high slot for a shot there that's up into the air by Van Dyke and ended up hitting the netting. So that'll be a face-off in the left circle inside the Blades zone. 17-10 left to go. 2-1 Cougars with the lead, and Doremus really caused all that by jumping in the play.
Yes, he did. He made a great pass to Van Dyke. Van Dyke did an even better job being able to slow himself down, collect that puck, and get a good shot on net.
That's one thing, too. You'll see the defensemen of the Cougars jump into the play at times as well, as this one was won by the Blades back out in the neutral zone near center ice, dumped into the left wing corner as it'll get onto the Cougars stick. On the stick of Schiffman as Schiffman passes it through the middle of the Crop. Crop through center ice, crosses the blue line of the Blades, throws it to the left wing corner where he chases after it. Gets to the puck first in the end boards. Backhands it over to Hunter Schiffman, who takes a shot from the right wing half boards. That one deflects wide into the left wing half boards, where it's taken back by Mundorf. Mundorf through the middle of the ice, hit it up to Geyer. As that one bounces around now into the slot for almost an opportunity. Good job of getting his stick down to the ice by Schiffman as he's jumping forward into the play. Calls for the puck, and that pass almost got through to him. Blades steal it right back as it's Sutherland. Sutherland dumping it down to the right wing corner. His team going for a change, and that pass, if it gets through to Schiffman, he's probably got a breakaway.
It's been a great shift by Schiffman so far. Almost had a great breakaway opportunity there and a great defensive play stopping a pass on possession before.
As this pass comes cross ice right off the stick of Schwartz down towards the right wing corner. It will be an icing, though. He was on the wrong side of the line when he touched it up. so that'll be an icing. And I think Brad Stofers is calling, hey, didn't that get touched by Schwartz? But where was he? I think he was on the other side of the line, but they're saying that he wasn't. So this is going to go into, I believe, the right wing circle, or it might come to center ice. We'll see where they decide to put it. No, it will come into the Cougar zone as the initial look.
Yeah, Stover definitely not happy about that call. I thought it might have been tipped, but it's hard to tell it from this angle.
So it'll be a left wing circle face off. 16:05 left to go here in this second period. 2-1, Cougars have the lead, and they win the face off as it's Schwartz as he sends it forward along the right wing. Van Dyke racing in to grab the puck along the right wing half boards as he gets checked off in the right wing corner, but he's still battling for that puck in behind the net as it comes over to the near side, taken back by the Blades. It's Spernger as he almost turned it over. This one goes down. Should be an icing here if the Cougars get there first, which they do, as Ferner kept himself in front of number 6 in Judd Schultz. So bring the icing now the other way.
Yeah, and really, if you want to make a good comparison, you've got Van Dyke, who I've said all night. He's fast and number 20 himself, I'd say, where you want to keep making the Blackhawks comparison. Playing very similar to Brandon Saad last year, using his speed to his advantage to get down the ice. Plays
for Columbus now. Does Brandon Saad? There's a shot from the left point that got through. Pad save was made. Puck still free in the right circle. The Cougars shot as that goes to the far side as the Blades take it back. And now pass over to the near side to Schultz as he had it in right near the blue line, but it hit off of the leg of a player of the Cougars and comes back out into the neutral zone where the Blades will dump it in, icing again.
It's just been that bit of a quarter so far. It's been a little bit sloppy, a couple of back-to-back-to-back icings.
Well, in that one, too, the player for the Blades, if he just takes one more stride, he would have been over the center line and been able to ice it or dump it down and not have the icing.
Yeah, and that's where you don't want to see the sloppiness happen, start right at the second period. Yesterday, neither of these teams scored in the second period, so you want to be able to see somebody break it out and break it open, hopefully the Cougars this period.
And then we have the first penalty of the game. I believe a high stick is the call. Who's it against? It looks like it's going to go against the Blades, as it looks like the player going into the box is number 9 and Hunter Henderson.
Yeah, second power play of the game. With the Cougars were not able to take advantage in the first period at the first power play opportunity. So here you want to see them get the puck, move it around a little bit better than they were. Last time they were not able to get the puck back into their own offensive zone consistently.
As that face-off won by the Cougars to Doremus, who gives it off to Cody Rayback. Rayback from the point takes a shot. That one caught the goalkeeper off guard as he didn't even see that puck coming, but he got the blocker on it just in time for Betty, and then it's dumped down quickly by his team. Cody Rayback, if he puts that shot almost anywhere else, probably has a goal.
Yeah, good shoulder save by the goalie, be able to keep it out, and good job of the defenseman to be able to pick it up right off of him and be able to dump it back down.
But now here comes the trouble for the Cougars as they can't get it back into the zone. Right wing corner is that one tied up there, gets on to Stanislavski's stick as he now skates up ice. Through the middle, passes it off to the left wing to Cody Rayback. Rayback across the blue line, offsides. So it'll be a face-off in the far dot. He had a couple players waiting for that puck, too. Just offsides. A minute 21 left on the power play, 14:40 left to go here in this second period. 2-1 Cougars.
They had a 3-on-2 going down if they were able to stay on side. You'd like to see them be able to get down. I know they like using their speed to their advantage. Get down there, set up your power play. Let it work itself out, and eventually the shots will open themselves up. You don't have to skate down the ice and get that shot on the breakaway.
And we've seen from previous games too, Brett, they have a pretty good power play when they do set it up as well. As getting kicked out of the face-off dot was number 21, and Spernger now going in for him is Judd Schultz. Or no, they're going to keep him in there, actually, because they weren't kicking him out. Either way, far dot face-off won by the Cougars over to the near side to Olsen as he will dump it off the glass in behind the net where it'll be touched up by Betty, the goalkeeper, as he sends it to the right wing corner. Letmansky grabs it out of the air with his hand, takes a shot there from a sharp angle. Save made by Betty, goes in behind the net. Off the end boards, Cougars take it back. Van Dyke right wing half boards, now to the right point to Olsen. Van Dyke a little bit of a give and go back to Olsen as they keep playing a little back and forth. Right wing corner now with the pass, back up to Olsen, and he can't get his stick onto it and keep it in the zone. That pass was a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, you'd like to see something, try something a little bit different. See Van Dyke have him crash down to the boards as soon as he makes that pass. Let it see if it opens things up a little bit for the defenseman on the outside.
As this one goes in behind the net, the Cougars will reset from there. They've got 38 seconds left on their power play, so enough time to maybe set up here for one more opportunity. As Dagnall tried to bring this one in on sides on the right wing, lost the puck, and it's dumped right back down to the right wing corner by the Blades, where Gillis will at least settle the puck for his team.
You don't want to see that physicalness take back over for the Blades. They were just stuffed at the line there. You want to be able to see them get it in and set things up.
as they do dump it in this time. Van Dyke in behind the net, right wing corner with his pass, and now up to the right point to Olsen. Olsen with the shot there as he tried to get a tip in from Dagnall, but it got all the way to the net, and seeing it easily was Josh Betty, who covers it up for the right wing circle face-off with 13:27 left to go in the period. 10 seconds left on the power play, 2-1. Cougars still leading over the Steele County Blades.
Yeah, you hope Dagnall would be able to get a stick on that puck. You never know what can happen. It might have been able to bounce up over the pads or shoulders of the goalie.
As this one goes to the far side, Jesse Geyer with it as he sends it up now to Combs. So the Blades now trying to kill off those last few seconds. As this penalty is over. Right wing corner, though, the Cougars take it back. That one hit out of the air over to the near side. As trying to send the pass there was Mundorf, but it's back onto the stick of Nickerson. Goes cross ice over for Stanislavski, who takes a shot from the left circle, and the save made by the goalkeeper and Betty, and he holds on to it for the left wing circle face-off with 12:58 left to go here.
Another strong shot by Stanislavski. Didn't have a lot of help coming off that great pass. Had to take what he could get. Unfortunately, goalie's made a great play.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. Josh Betty has made some pretty good saves.
Here they come on the breakaway right here. You see Stanislavski, nobody doing anything to help. He doesn't have a lot of room to make a move, just has to take the shot.
Shot from the left point, rebound came out, and that one goes over into the left wing half board. Doremus with a good shot through traffic, as that one just fighting it off with his glove was Betty. Comes to the near side, back to the Cougars as it's on Nickerson's stick. He tried to put it in on sides. Rayback had to come back onside, finally does get it in across the blue line along that right wing boards. As there they still battle for the puck. Goes in behind the net where Rayback will get to the puck first. Has it on his backhand. Passes it up to the left point. Fake the shot. Give it over to Palermo at the right point, who will dump it back in behind. This one will ring all the way back over to Cody Rayback. Hopped over his stick, but he keeps control of it. Spins around, takes a shot, rebound opportunity. Trying to set it off the goalkeeper was the player Nickerson as it goes to the left wing half boards where Stanislavski tries to take it back. Rayback comes in, helps him out. Stanislavski ends up getting, their skates got tied up. I think their blades were stuck together as they finally get separated. The Blades with the puck, as this one will be sent down in behind the net where Palermo tries to at least push that one away in behind, but the Blades keeping control.
Strong play by Nickerson on the other side, trying to put in the goal off the goalie's back skates. If he's able to get that just a little bit more on the inside, that might bounce its way in.
As the Cougars still with control of it here, as it's Van Dyke circling in his own end. Gives it off to the Doremus, who takes it in behind the net. As he waits there, holds onto it, sends it over to Palermo. Palermo having to go back to Doremus, who makes the pass to Van Dyke. Can't handle the pass, though, a little too hot to handle, as Van Dyke has to go behind his own net, now over to the far side, pass out into the neutral zone. As this one bounces there, back over for the Cougars, as it's back to Doremus. Gives it off to Kropp. Kropp along the left wing through the neutral zone, crossing the Blades' blue line, sends it down in behind the net off the end boards, where the Blades will take it back, but we have a hand in the air, and I think we're going to get another power play for the Cougars.
Let's see who the penalty is on here. Oh, it looks like the penalty is on the Cougars.
It's on Nick Kropp, so he'll go into the box.
He was tied up along the far wall with one of the Blades. We'll see exactly what he was called for.
I didn't see the signal yet. Might have already done it. Either way, right wing circle face-off inside of the Cougar zone. It's the first penalty kill for the Cougars here tonight. They've done a good job of limiting their penalties up until this point, so this will be the first power play for the Blades. Left wing circle face-off, top of the left circle. They control back up to the top, and now cross ice they tried to go, but seeing it the entire way was the player in Lomberg. Lomberg along the right wing, skates in, takes a shot there from the right point. That is quick, easily sticked and in behind. Lomberg almost stole it away, but a nice job keeping it for the Steele County Blades. But right there was Hunter Schiffman as he snuck in front and took a pass away and dumped it right back down in. Already 30 seconds killed off here by the Cougars.
You can see why the Cougars have such a strong penalty kill and why they have 6 shorthanded goals on the season already. Lomberg with a great opportunity almost. As
this one comes to the near side, gets up ahead to Cody Rayback. Rayback trying to go around one, too much stick handling, and he takes the player out who tried to put a check on him as this comes to the near side to Anderley. Anderley, his pass was picked off, and chipping it off the boards was Stanislavski. If he would have kept that, they may have had a 2-on-1, but he sent it down just to kill off more time. Told whoever's next on his shift to hold on, that he's still got some some legs as they now, I think, might switch. Actually, they're switching on the defensive end, are the Cougars, but they've killed off a minute of it so far as 48 seconds left on the power play here for the Steele County Blades.
It's been a very solid kill so far. They're not even letting the Blades get into the zone and set anything up. They've been strong at their own blue line, and they're not letting the Blades get anything done.
The Blades dump this one down in behind. Winning the race to the puck was Schultz as he tries to feed it up to the right point. Towing the line there, trying to send a shot forward was Payne, but a good block in front by Stanislavski as that goes in behind the net. As that net almost came off the boarings there, and it did. I was waiting. It got lifted up from behind and was staying on, and then finally just tilted off.
I'm sure the players aren't going to complain. Gives them a nice little break if they need it, be able to rest up a tiny bit before they resume play. And really what will continue so far, another strong start of this period by Stanislavic, doing a couple of great defensive plays so far in this penalty kill.
Yeah, Stanislavski almost had that. He had that opportunity earlier too that you had mentioned on the start of the kill, as the Cougars were able to clear this one down into the zone of the Blades. Comes right back into their end. They use the glass on the near side to dump it right back down. 7 seconds left here on the penalty kill. 9:17 left in the second period. The Cougars do have a 2-1 lead. Almost turned over in front as Ledmansky tried to get his stick on that puck, but the good cross-ice pass allows for the Blades to enter the zone. Along the right wing, into the right wing corner with it. They control it on the stick of Payne. Puck taken away from him, and the Cougars are able to send it back down. This will be an icing if it goes all the way. It does, as they did kill off that penalty with 8:56 left to go. They do have a 2-1 lead.
Didn't give the Blades a lot of opportunities there. If you are going to commit those penalties, that's exactly what you do want to see. Strong defensive play. Didn't really even have the goalie tested too much on that.
So now right wing circle face-off inside their own end for the Cougars, and I think a favorable drop. So I think we're going to do this all over again. As we do the face-off one more time. One towards the right wing corner, where that one will be one up to the right point. A shot there, hits off a player and goes right to Nickerson. Nickerson for the Cougars, skating along the left wing, crosses the blue line, left wing corner, he sends the puck. Backhands it down low, in behind onto Letmansky's stick. As he tried to feed it into the slot, that ended up hitting off of a leg or a skate or stick, and went right to the goalkeeper Josh Betty, and we got some extracurriculars here.
There's a nice little pass by Letmansky out in the front to Kropp. Kropp just not quite able to put it home.
And I think we're getting Nickerson, I think, is going to the box. And I think they're going to take one on either side, though. I think it's Ledmansky on one side, and then on the other side,
Mundorf.
Yeah, that's Mundorf. So two players.
That's Gustafsson.
Yeah, so Gustafsson goes into the box. I believe that it should stay 5-on-5. I don't think we're going to go 4-on-4.
No, a couple of offsetting penalties they're going to play as is.
Yeah, that's what I thought, as they do have the offsetting ones. So we stay 5-on-5. They have the penalties up on the board, and they don't need to be there, is what the official is saying. And he's telling them to take them off. I'm sure, well, putting them as 5 minutes on either side. And I think he's saying 5 minutes off the board, that they don't need to be up there.
Yeah, a little clock confusion here. Want to make sure we get this corrected before the game continues.
A.J. Coyer running the clock here for the Chicago Cougars. He is also now the head coach of the Bartlett Hawks for lacrosse. And I'm his assistant coach. As this one went up to the left point, ends up hitting off of a player as the Blades try to go on a 2-on-1, but good job by Olsen, sends it off the end boards over to locking in his defensive partner. Now up along the right wing, Dagnall's able to at least get it into the neutral zone after he had gotten tripped up, but the Blades are able to dump it right back down into the zone. In behind the net, Olsen getting to the puck first for the Cougars, but it's cutting in front with Spurnger as he sends it up to the right point. Number 12, Sutherland with it, sending it back over to Spurnger, who will send it down low for Schultz. Schultz trying to feed it into the slot for an opportunity as that one never got on net. Goes into the right wing half boards where the Cougars take it back as they have a player in Rayback who's able to knock it out of the air. Gets it onto his backhand, but a good diving poke check by the goalkeeper. Betty stopped him from using that puck and getting a goal. But we have a hand up into the air as we'll see who this goes on. It's a hooking, and I think it's going to be on the Blades.
That really was a great save by Betty. Almost waited a little bit too long to make that dive.
Yeah.
So you'll see them coming down the ice here. A great great job knocking it out of the air, and Betty almost waits too long to dive out there. One quick move, the puck's a little bit closer. That's a goal.
And here's the thing, too, that hook really wouldn't have mattered whether it had happened or not. It still would have been stopped regardless, so that hook didn't need to happen. So Doremus with the puck at the right point sends a shot, hits off a player out in front, and Blades are able to work it back out into the neutral zone. So the Cougars, Doremus will take it back into his own end, take it behind the net as they look to set up from there. This is where they've had trouble on the power play. Haven't had a goal on it yet either.
No, 0 for 2 so far. You want to be able to see them get something going. Had a little bit more pressure on the net last time, but they got to be able to – you don't want to go 0 for 3 on the power play.
Miss a guy like Gavin Nickerson right now with him being in the penalty box for that offsetting penalties. As this goes to the right wing corner, we're having to retrieve it again as Doremus. This is where the Cougars have struggled so far, is bringing this one into the zone after they don't win the face-off or lose the puck out into the neutral zone. Right wing corner, they battle for it. They get it in behind the net and then quickly turn it over right to number 15 in Anderley, who tries to work it out, but he's got two Cougars on him trying to keep that puck in the zone. On that far side, board battle, one up to the left point by the Cougars. They get it over now for Palermo, sends a wrister into the slot. Pad save on that one as it gets back to Palermo at the right point as he gets a tip out in front, but a good save, and then dropping on top was Betty for the right wing circle face-off with 6:41 left to go here, 51 seconds on the penalty.
Palermo definitely not afraid to shoot that puck from out near the blue line. However, not a lot of traffic out in front, and the Cougars players are getting there just a little bit too late after those kick pad saves.
Something to point out, too, for Palermo, he's a guy who was playing a forward spot before Hutchinson went up. So this one will get up to Olsen as it goes down to the right wing corner as they have the control, do the Cougars. Right wing half board, Stanislavski looking for the player coming in on the backside, and Dagnall pass was a little bit too much towards the goal. If he sent that more towards the back, that is a goal.
Almost a nice little poke in there. You'll want to see Stanislavski make that pass just a little bit closer to the player.
As this one, Rayback gives it down low to Stanislavski. Back to Rayback, shot in the slot, and it goes wide as it hit traffic out in front. Dagnall with it now, sends it back to Rayback in behind, who goes to the right wing corner to Stanislavski. As he goes up along the right wing half boards, now taking it back towards the right wing corner and into the right circle. He gives it back to Rayback as they do a little bit of switching there as they try to feed Dagnall in the slot again. This time he got the puck onto it, but it went right into the pad of Batty, and that one comes all the way down, cleared by the Blades. So penalty over, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as this comes over to the near side. So no goal for the Cougars, as chasing this one in behind was Lomberg. Lomberg feeding it in towards the slot, hit off a leg, gets into the slot now, backhanded shot, now trying to lift it over the goalkeeper, makes another save to Betty as it comes to the right wing half boards. In behind the net, it goes to the left wing corner, and now to the left wing half boards where the Cougars try to keep it in the zone. Left point shot hits off a leg from Hunter Schiffman, or actually that was Olsen, his partner, as that one getting out in front of Schiffman was the player in number 6 who takes a shot there. Gillis with the save, as Schultz was the one with that shot opportunity for the Blades.
Gotta give credit. Olsen again, almost on a breakaway, one-on-one, being able to hold his man down and prevent him from getting a good shot away.
Gillis touched it up as it gets to Hunter Schiffman now, left wing corner. He turned it over in the left circle where it's taken back by the Cougars, however, as they get it now at center ice. Let Mansky across the blue line, try to go around one, lost the puck as the Blades try to take it back, but let Mansky coming back and doing some good forechecking work, gets the puck back onto his stick in the left wing corner, try to send a pass towards the middle, towards Lomberg, but there's a player right there for the Blades as they just simply clear the puck out. Still the period of the long change as the Cougars have it back over here along the near side. Skating into the zone with it is Van Dyke as he goes around one would-be checker into the bottom of the right circle. Sends the pass through the paint as that one hit off of a player's stick and Kropp couldn't control it out of the air. Kropp ended up going down to the ice, I think from a little bit of an accidental bump by Van Dyke as this gets to Gillis, who has it in a glove hand and will hold on to it for a face-off in the right wing circle with 4:12 left to go here in the first period. 2-1 still in favor of the Cougars, and still no power play goals for them.
Yeah, 0 for 3 is not what you wanted to see coming into this game. I have liked the pressure that they've upped it a little bit so far this period. Had a couple close goals that have just a little bit better passes there in the net.
As the puck comes out back into the neutral zone, where it bounces off of those near glass boards in the neutral zone. Kropp trying to make a move around one player, but his pocket gets picked up at the right point. It's dumped back into the right wing corner where the Blades take it back in their own end, but good work there by Schwartz as he frees the puck up with a check for the Cougars. Back in the right wing corner, looking for the players coming around was Marcuselli, but wasn't quite ready for it with Schwartz, as this comes back to the Cougars defense to Palermo on the near side. Passes it up along the right wing over to Marcuselli, who goes cross ice with the pass, bringing in on sides was Kropp. Kropp trying to go around one, has a player out in front, does finally get around the check, try to get that freeze. He gets a shot off, and the pad save made by the goalkeeper and Betty. As that comes back to the near side, out into the neutral zone, onto the stick of Anderle, as he gets it into the zone along the left wing. Gets control, sends a pass into the slot, but can't get it onto the stick of Lewis, as Lewis will just take a turnaround shot from the right wing half boards. Back in the right wing corner, it's on the stick of Spernger, as he sends it back towards the left wing corner where Anderle is, as Anderle getting held up there by a Cougars player. That puck free off the boards now to Schwartz. Schwartz trying to dump it around, at least gets it over to one of his players along that right wing, and a pass up ahead by Lockinen, who gets it to Nickerson. Nickerson takes a shot there, and he just missed the net wide as that comes back over to the far side.
Nickerson had a 3-on-0 there. You would like to see him utilize those teammates he had crashing on the left side of him.
Might not have realized they were there, too. It might have been part of it why he didn't, as this one was dumped in into the Steele zone. As this one along the left wing half boards comes to Gavin Nickerson. Nickerson, top of the left circle, trying to keep that puck on his stick, but good work by Schultz to take it away. Schultz along the right wing, shot from far, and Gillis makes the glove save and holds on to it for the right wing circle face-off, and a player goes down there too in Judge Schultz, and a little bit slow to get up with 2:12 left to go here in this second period.
So far, Gillis really untested so far in this period. That shot by Gillis, one of the few that the Blade have had all period. And with so little time remaining, you got to like the fact that they're not able to get any pressure inside of the Cougars' defensive zone.
So the right wing circle face-off won by the Cougars once again. Cody Rayback trying to send it out along the near boards. As two players there, goes back into the left wing corner, where sending it over there was Furter. Back to the far side, using the far boards to send it up ahead to Nickerson. Nickerson on a 2-on-2. Top of left circle. Feeds it to Rayback, sends the shot, missed the net as it goes in behind. But Nickerson back with control of it, holding onto it there. Trying to take a shot from the right circle, can't get it through. This comes to the right wing half boards. Down in the right wing corner, two players there for the Cougars, as there's a defenseman sneaking in who got a shot, but he couldn't get a lot on the puck. So that one was blockered away by the goalkeeper and Betty. Tipped down into the end boards of the Blades zone, where the Blades will take it back. Defensive players were making a change on the back end. For the Cougars, that one came back out, quickly flipped right back in. Minute and a half left to go here in this one, as there's going to be a tripping call against the Cougars, as going into the box will be Jonathan Dagnall, and he was a little unhappy with that one, but it was a pretty easy call for the official.
Yeah, didn't have to do much to get that one. Just caught the tip of his skate. Blade player fell down, an easy call for the referee.
So face-off will go to I believe it's going to go to the near dot, into the left wing circle of the Cougar zone, and that is where it'll be. So face-off from there, one to the left wing corner by the Steele County Blades, as they try to keep possession of the puck, as two Cougars aggressive, trying to keep it for them, but they lose it to the Blades. Shot there from the slot, rebound opportunity. Gillis with two saves, as that one comes back into the left wing corner on Chase Lewis' stick. Lewis holding on to it there, as it's being held by Palermo nicely in that left wing corner. Trying to dig it out, or a player on either side. Finally doing so are the Blades, but it goes right to a Cougar stick, who sends it down and out to the right wing corner. 57 seconds left.
You got to like the referees letting them play that out. They're not going to call the whistle on them when they're sitting there in the corner holding it up.
Coy Payne skates in, takes a shot from the top of the left circle and scores as he beat Gillis on the side of his blocker. Makes it now 2-2 on the power play goal. We're back to even strength.
I'm sure Gillis would love to have that one back. A little bit blocked by his own player, but really that's just one that he's got to have.
His positioning, I think, was a little bit off there too, Brett, where when the player's coming down that side, usually you try and cut off a little bit more of that short side.
He might have been trying to sense players crashing down on his left-hand side. You got to let your defensemen do their work on your blind side, and you got to focus on the puck when you can.
So face-off from center ice, won by the Cougars. They got 47 seconds left here in this period, and maybe get a go-ahead goal here to go back up before we go to the third. Stanislavski got to the puck, but turned it right back over to the Blades to Combs. Combs along the left wing, getting around one player down in the left wing corner. He gets ridden off the puck hard. That puck in behind the net to the right wing corner, gets on Olsen's stick. Olsen there, kicks it free to Hunter Schiffman. 24 seconds left to go. Pass to the near side. Maybe enough time for one more rush here for the Cougars. Cody Rayback trying to go around one as he gets taken off the puck. Right wing corner. Stanislavski putting a check on. 14 seconds, comes free to Nickerson. Nickerson in behind the net, skating to the left wing, finds a defenseman coming in, and Olsen can't get it onto his stick as it went to his blade, or to his skate first. Trying to go on a counter is Gustafson into the right wing corner. That'll do it for the period, as two players now going at it in the right wing corner here as the period ends. But it is currently a 2-2 game after that power play goal by the Steele County Blades, and a goal that, like you said, probably Gillis wishes he had back.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the most difficult shot that he had to handle. Just a wrister from the left circle with the player crashing down. You got to be able to make that save.
Yeah, a very odd second period, because for a little bit the Cougars were controlling the puck. We'll take a look at that last goal again that was scored, and yeah, you see there was really nobody in front for Gillis to worry about.
The only thing you can really say is Palermo might have been blocking him a little bit, but even then, you should have that eye on the puck. He looks like he shot it on the right side of Palermo.
Yeah, take one more look at that, a little bit slower this time, just to get a quick replay of it, because that was a goal too that really, I mean, yeah, like you said, Palermo, and
it looks like he saw the Blades player crashing down the middle of the ice, was a little too focused on him, took his eyes off just for a second. Yeah, just
when he took his eyes off, the puck was already coming when he looked back. And like you said, a little bit of a screen by Palermo in front too, but it was weird because it almost looked like he saw it the entire way and just missed it too.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's got to bounce back from it. You go into the third period, brand new ball game, and just hope that your offense can pick you up.
Well, we are going to get Cody on the ice talking about this one. And that was a period, too, where I'm sure that Brad Stofers is not happy with how it went. So we're going to get a word from him here in just a moment with Cody Grant, as actually those two are down at ice level now. So we will get Cody and Coach.
Brad Stofers. Brad, tough period there. The penalties started racking up after no penalties in the first period.
Yeah, we got to be a lot better. It's not good enough. You know, the effort at home, the first period was ugly. You know, thought the second was going to be a little bit better. We started off well, and penalties again. You know, it's a broken record at this point. We need to get back to our game, flying guys and getting guys in the zone, moving pucks, moving our feet, playing bodies, being hard to play against. And right now we're not doing that.
You mentioned your game. First period, you came out kind of slow. Second period, you came out a lot faster. It looked like it was Cougar hockey, and then the penalties started racking up. You finally got burned on the penalty kill, and we mentioned that before the pregame. What do you got to tell you guys here before going to third period?
Yeah, we talked about the lulls and being undefeated and what that means, that you're going to get every team's best effort, and you got to be consistent and bring that great effort all the time. We haven't yet. You know, right now we got to do what we do. You know, we have some values that we try to stay true to and play the right way, and we haven't. We still have 20 minutes. It's just a tied game. You know, we're not down, but at the same point, the way we played the first 40 isn't going to cut it. So something's got to change.
Well, good luck the rest of the way. One more period to go. Third period has been your best period. Thanks a lot, Brad. Good luck. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Cody. And like Cody said, the third period is the best period for the Cougars normally. But these first two periods, it's really been a little odd because you see that Cougars team that you want to see for parts of each period, but you haven't had a long stretch of it.
Yeah, you want to find that consistency, and hopefully going into the locker room, Coach Stofers can bring that out of his team. You know he's not happy. You can hear it from his interview, and he's going to be able to motivate them and get them back out here for the third period and be strong where they are.
And to go along with that, Brad Stofers was saying, you know, we have a way we want to do things, and we're not doing it right now. That is, I mean, that's not how he wants his team playing. They do get one more period. They didn't take too many penalties, though. That was one thing that plagued them. And another thing he said, too, was that you're going to get every team's best shot when you're undefeated. Everybody's going to want to be the guys to knock off the undefeated team. So you can't let up.
Absolutely, especially when you're playing a team back-to-back and you're playing the same team twice in a row. They get a little bit of a better idea as to who you are, how you play, they're going to be able to come into the next game with that knowledge and give you their best shot because they want to knock you off that podium.
Not only that, it's a conference opponent that they're playing as well, so this is the fourth time that these two teams have seen each other, so you don't just have the experience of playing these 2 games in a row. They played 2 games in a row just a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. So you're going to see as the rest of this game goes on whose resiliency really comes out, who's able to take what they've learned from each other so far and be able to apply it to the third period. You do want to see the Cougars hold off on those penalties just a little bit more. You don't want to see those dumb little mistakes. And you want to be able to see them capitalize when they do have that power play, which they haven't really been able to do so far.
So we will take a timeout. We'll come back with that third and final period, see if we can get a winner there in that one. We'll be back on SportsTownChicago.com. Chicago.com. 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 Chicago.com.